Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will put total weather to crank us up. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. First down here for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Tide will get the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Direct snap. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He's going to run it. At the 45, on its way. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
The give is to Miller. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO. And just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
He breaks the tackle. It's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a third and short. Pressure coming.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They'll go to the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. They'll throw it on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown Gators! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because
the ball's free. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Let's go. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's Milroe. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
They're trying to throw the out route. That time, though, the QB threw it a little bit too far to the outside. It falls incomplete.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Complete downfield. Touchdown, Alabama! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. These corners going to give them some space. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth in a field.
And the pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Bama! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we told you offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Handoff from the gun. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And that's a really good job on the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Gators will have a first down.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal to go to situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job on the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Little touch pass to the receiver. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida! He'll try to tack on one more. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
And after 3, we are all tied up.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
To the air, it's Milroe. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. Quick handoff. Breaks the tackle. Using the spin move. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On second down, looking to throw. Finds his man, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the end zone. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
I don't want to pile on and kill this young man who plays QB, but you have to understand situational football. You got to understand a field goal puts him in the lead. This game is tied. The worst thing I could do is throw.
Touchdown tie! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Gators sending the offense back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He wants a big play here late. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Power football with the run.
Defensively, with all this space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Gators!
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
So you think this is automatic? This extra point attempt is filled with pressure. And it's good, and we are staring in the face of overtime. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So here comes our first play of overtime. Comes out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. It's complete on the right side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
They've got a little work to do here on 3rd and goal in overtime. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Running back searching for a hole. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run it in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Commodores will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to... Stopped at the 18. Offense set on first down. To throw, it's Milroe. Going for a big play right off the bat. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Pick up of 5. It'll be third down and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Doors! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Crosses the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Number 24.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice...
Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Commodores want to move quickly.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. He fires it out to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Alabama!
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go.
It's complete. A huge pickup. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Back to the air one more time. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Connection to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Now on the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you're playing a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Right on target this time. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Going for it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
Intercepted by Alabama. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! Getting set for the point after.
In the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fair catch called for and made. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Miller with the ball. And into the end zone. Touchdown tie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. He unleashes a long one. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Defense playing a bail technique. Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity.
The expressway is wide open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Commodores moving quickly to the line. Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They keep attacking through the air. Throws to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He's looking to throw.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vandy.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Feeling some heat. Complete to the right. And he's running in the open. 10. Smashes ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly
going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a 1st and goal after the pick. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Keeps the play going. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on a 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week, you got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend, don't break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal line.
Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Got his man in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes.
Hey, that's a live ball. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense takes matters into their own hands. What a play by the defense there. Loose football. Country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around, I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Oklahoma 7, Alabama 0.
They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Scanning the field, it's Milroe. He's open on the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the ball is picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Achop. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Oklahoma 7, Alabama 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Milroe. Quarterback adapted. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Looking to buy time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown Sooners! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Steps away. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll fire to his right. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown time. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he makes the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll run play action. Extending the play. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
On the move, it's Bowen. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. He finds his man. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Quarterback moving. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll let one go down the right side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break.
Let's go.
They'll leave it with him. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give is to Miller. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, it's just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he has not... Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hilltoppers will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage. And
17.
At the 17. Here comes the offense on first down. On the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fights off a defender. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To spread it out to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to get to it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play, because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Trying to take it back.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Hutchinson. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Western Kentucky.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Young. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Going up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're trying to get to it. Makes the catch. It's Hutchinson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Miller with the ball. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for an open man on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
To the air on first down. Coming after it. Throws to the back. Got a man. It's Young. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Hilltoppers in the hurry up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He makes the connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to get it through the air. The pass ball is incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Alabama offense will take over 1st and 10.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Western Kentucky 3, Alabama.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Reels it in down the left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltopper. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point was good.
Western Kentucky 10, Alabama
about to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick this one off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See it?
He's going for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Skips away from pressure. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Pressure coming. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense comes onto the field again. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can...
Can anyone catch him? And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Ready? That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Western Kentucky 10, Alabama 7.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go.
The snap sets up to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
This offense is high-octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Western Kentucky 17, Alabama
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to run it. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll throw one to his right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, WKU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the Alabama offense will take over. First and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Spits it out to the back. He's got him this time. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Takes a hit as he fires. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead, you know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
On the move at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
The give on the inside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very...
He's off to the races. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one, as they'll come up short in this game. You know, there's no